Right, it's time for Joy News Interactive, but some news coming through. Well, Maps has joined me, and so Maps, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Some news just coming through is that we're having, there's another fire at the Accra Academy School, and this is happening, just a few weeks, or I mean, let's say about 2 weeks since a previous
the
fire.
first one, yes.
So let's go on to Twitter because there are lots of people posting images, sharing images and actually videos. So let's get on to Twitter and get to see some of the images that they're sharing. So there we have it, Accra Academy burning again, and they have the footage. It's accompanied by footage. Let's see the other videos. So in fact, Accra Academy is actually trending
number one.
At number one. So there you have it. That's another image. So this one says, not again, I understand Alema Hall at Accra Academy is on fire again. And here's another post on that. We have a lot of that on Twitter. Second fire outbreak, Accra Academy investigation must go on now. This is quite interesting and heartbreaking at the same time because this happened not too long ago and it's happening again. Right, we hope all the students are safe and nothing untoward is happening. All right, Maps.
All right, also talking about social media, I think that's the beauty of social media, that we get the news right there on the spot.
Exactly.
And that's why it's trending at number one, Accra Academy. All right, as we know that today, President Kufuor released 307 new ambulances to the health ministry, and a lot of people have been reacting to this with various opinions. For example, Yara says, okay, the ambulances you counted today, he's asking, was it up to 307 ambulances?
And Anyendo says, as a president, for me, what are the districts like? My Karachi in Chumuru district going to use the ambulance for, since we don't have a district hospital. And Blazer says, I stand amazed at the level of mediocrity and substandard way of thinking of a section of Ghanaians. A regime undertakes construction of CHIPS compounds, clinics, as well as district and regional hospitals across the nation, and is tagged as incompetent. Then another regime comes in and purchases ambulances, and one for each constituency, and this is hashtag the change we voted for. This is very laughable. Must not allow common sense to elude us. Let us use our heads rather than emotions. And Sylvester says, this is to me. Must be done by deputies, not a whole president, to commission ambulances. Yes, okay, Bismarck says, so the ambulances will be picking people to the market or farm. Ghanaians are sometimes, quote, fools to celebrate this. You have abandoned the hospital projects you came to meet, both completed and uncompleted, and I can assure you, by the time this ambulance goes to Amankwa Krom at Afram Plains and comes back to Donkor Krom, it would never be the same again. That is actually a concern, that those areas that are difficult to reach in the remote areas, wondering whether the ambulances can actually get to those places. Kumbasi says, hey Ghana, why are you happy for something you have paid for? Okay,
all right.
I don't get that one.
And Emmer says, this is why we are called the People's Republic of China. China's first coronavirus hospital has opened today in a city near Wuhan after workers and volunteers spent 2 days converting an empty building to a 1,000-bed emergency facility. But Karim Madrid says, I guess this ambulance will pick sick patients to the land that has been cleared for the building of the National Cathedral, since this government cannot boast of a single hospital for his 3 years in office, and claims those built by his predecessors is a Photoshop and cannot be seen. All right, and Roosevelt Nana Ayebwa says, you deserve an applause. Good governance. And Atuk Commoner says, it's not a new thing. We all know that this is what they want to do. Case closed. All right, so that's it for Joy News Interactive. We'll be bringing you updates of that Accra Academy fire as and when we can.